Well. Look what the cat dragged in, man. So you want to make the millions. You want to drive the Bugattis. You want to one day be in Italy, next day Dubai, next day Nashville, next day space. You want to do these things. You want to have the freedom from a boss, not looking over your shoulder every 2 seconds, having the freedom to take a shit when you'd like, not have to check in with your manager to make sure you can take a day off because Sally might have that week off in 5 months from now. You want that freedom? You want those luxuries? You want those things that I just mentioned? So you came to day trading, huh? Look at this guy. He came to day trading, man. So, welcome to day trading, or just welcome to day or trading, I should say, in general, right? There's a couple things. We know the luxuries. We know the things that I just mentioned. The freedom to be able to make money from wherever you are in the world, as long as you have Wi-Fi, as long as you have internet, as long as you have a laptop, even your phone, right? I don't trade on my phone, but you can trade on your phone. We all want those things, those luxuries, right? For me, more importantly, is the freedom more than anything. Like I care less about the materialistic things, but it's more so the freedom that it allows to be with the fam, be able to travel and to just do whatever I want at the drop of a hat. That's why I got into it. We want these things, right? We know this. We know this. We know this script. But are you prepared for the other side of the coin? Are you prepared for what you have to endure in order to receive those things, in order to have the freedom and these luxuries, right? Like everything in life comes with a cost. Are you prepared for that cost? And I have a couple here for you. I'm someone who got into trading about like 7 years ago, right? I didn't really start to become profitable until about a year and a half ago because I've just been on and off, on and off, on and off. And just with trading, right? You got to go through the gutter. You got to go through the losses. That's my personal experience, is going through losses that helped me become a better trader, because I knew once I went through those losses, I'm like, okay, let's not make this happen again, right? So I'm gonna go over like three or four things, right, that you need to be prepared for if you want to get into this field. Because I've been doing it for a little bit, haven't became consistent until about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I'm not full time, right? Not yet, not yet. We still on the way, but we're still working there. We're still working there. We're still grinding. We're still growing. But let me go over these couple of things, right? Because everyone loves the glory, but do you love the other side of the coin? So the number one thing, not the number one thing, but the first thing I gotta say is, are you willing to be wrong? Right? A lot of people have these egos, especially in the people who want to get into the trading world, right? It's a lot of finance bros. It's a lot of like these alpha males, right, that want to get into this field. And those type of personalities, they feel as if they are wrong, or they feel as if they can never be wrong. And trading is a game where you're wrong. I wouldn't say a majority of the time, but you're going to be wrong. And you're going to lose money. And some people can't handle being wrong, and some people want to, say you lose a trade, say you lose a couple $100, whatever, a couple $1,000, which you shouldn't be trading with that much money if you're a beginner anyway. But say you lose a couple $1,000, if you have that ego mindset, or if you have that, okay, I lost $1,000 today, so let me get it back. Let me get it back tomorrow, or let me get it back later today. So you end up making trades or taking trades. Excuse me. You end up taking trades that make no sense because you just want to get it back in blood. Essentially, you have that revenge mindset, and you're emotionally attached to how much you're up or you're down because of what previously happened to you on your last trade. Each trade is individually its own. like the trade before and the trade after have no effect on the current trade you're taking right now. Drill that into your skull. Drill that into your skull right now. Right? Drill that into your skull. You will be wrong. Trading is a game of probabilities. We want to take and put ourselves in the best probability of a trade to happen. We are not going to be right 100% of the time, and we're not going to be wrong 100% of the time. But you need to have a strategy in order to make sure the probability of you winning, quote unquote, whatever, winning, being in the green, in order to, you have to put yourself in the best probability of that happening, essentially, long story short. And this kind of, point number 2 kind of coincides with point number 1, but you're going to lose money. It's simple as that. Like, don't get into this if you don't think you're going to lose money. The best traders lose money. Losing money is a price of trading. That's what happens with trading. If you're not comfortable with taking a loss, you need to take a loss. You need to learn how to take a loss. Everyone knows how to make the money. No, not everyone knows how to take the loss. Like me in my past, when I got into this trading world, I had a couple $1,000s. I mentioned this story before. But I had a couple $1,000s. I made a couple thousand, and then I lost that same couple thousand the next day. Right? Because I was like set in stone, like, I'm on a high, I'm like on a euphoria, right? And I'm trading with money. Just because you have money doesn't mean you're a good trader. But that's besides the point. In my mind, I thought I couldn't lose because I had such a huge gain. Right, I had such a huge gain. I had no risk management. Like, we all know how to make the money, but the main point and the main premise is you're going to lose money, but you have to know when to cut your losses, when to get out of the trade, when to be like, okay, let's step away, let's go do something else, let's go outside, go walk our dog, go walk our cat, turtle, go feed your fish, go make some fish, go do something else. Right? Because we all know how to make the gains. We all know how to make the money. But when you're down on a position or when you're in a position that's not going your way, that's where the real trader aspect mindset comes into play. Because like I said, I made lots of money, but I also lost lots of money because I thought I was invincible. And in my mind, I was like, there's no way I can lose money. Like, there's no way. I just made $2K yesterday. Like, let's just keep the ball rolling. I'm just on a euphoria. And it was more so a gambler's mindset more than anything, right? And then when I originally got into trading. So you're going to lose money. But the main tip or the main key is to have a strategy, which leads me to my next point, point number 3. With trading, you have the freedom to be in and out of a position, whatever stock, whatever ETF, if you want to trade options, futures, if you want to trade currencies, Forex, whatever you want to trade, you have the ability to do that. You have the freedom to do that at any point in time. And depending on what you're trading, you have different markets, and these markets open at different times. You have the freedom to do whatever you want at any time, buy however many shares of whatever at any point in time. You have all this freedom. You have the ability to trade from your couch, trade from your toilet if you'd like, trade from the kitchen, trade from the beach. You have all this freedom. But the thing is, in order to maintain that freedom, it kind of contradicts the freedom aspect of it. But in order to maintain that freedom, you need to be disciplined and you need to have a strict and rigid plan. Because if you don't have a plan, if you don't trade a certain way, I mean, everyone has their own strategy. I trade reversals primarily, like support, resistance. That's primarily what I trade. Some people can trade breakouts. Some people could trade they can just copy other people's trades. I don't recommend that. It's the dumbest shit you could do. Everyone has their own set in stone strategy. Mine is reversals. Have that strategy. Have a set dollar amount that you're willing to lose. Have a set dollar amount that you're going to take your money and run with it. Don't just blindlessly, like aimlessly, take a trade, pray for the best, pray to Allah, pray to God, pray to whoever, and then hope that's going to go in your direction, because it's most likely not going to go in your direction. Even if it does, like, you're not going to be able to do that consistently. That's not a strategy. That's just like throwing darts at the fucking board and hoping one of them sticks. That's not how you're going to maintain that freedom, those luxuries. In order to have the freedom, you need to have a strict and like rigid military strategy going into each and every trade. If you need to write it down, your exits and your entries, write it down. If you have a set dollar amount, say, hey, on this next trade, the max loss I'm going to take is $50, $100, whatever, $500. So be it. Or the max loss I'm going to take is 3%, 2%. Or when it hits this price point, I'm going to get out, whether I'm up or I'm down. You need to have something set in stone. Don't think you can just walk up on here, press a button, make a couple thousand, and go about your day. Theoretically, you can make a couple thousand in a couple of minutes, but that's like when you actually learn the skill. You're not going to come into this game. Don't think you're going to come into this game and you're just going to be fucking Warren Buffett out here, even though he's not a trader, he's more of an investor. But don't think you're going to Warren Buffett yourself into this thinking like, I run this now. You're not. I guarantee you're not. That's the only guarantee in trading is that, or in investing, there's no guarantees. There is no guarantees ever in trading. So that's why you need to have a plan, because things will go sideways, things will go south, things will go the opposite direction of what you think. It's just part of the game that we play. It's part of the game the life that we want to live, right? That's the cost of having this freedom, having these luxuries. And my last piece of advice, and this is number 4, I believe. My last thing for you, I kind of touched on it a little bit, but do not, if someone guarantees you, I can make you this amount of money. If someone says, I can guarantee you $500, $1,000, $10,000, 50% on a stock, on an ETF, on a call, on a put. If someone ever guarantees you anything, run for the hills. Run, be out, hit the jets. A lot of these gurus, a lot of these traders who are on the internet or on YouTube or who on wherever, a lot of these people make money. They're not even making money trading. They're making money selling courses to people. Yes, there's the ones who do it the legit way, who actually trade and make tons of money trading, and then they just supplement their trading with the course to help other people in order to get better. Yes, but if someone says, I'm sending out signals, or copy my signals, copy my trades, copy my whatever, if someone says any of that, like you're copying them, or just literally copying them, or they're guaranteeing you X amount of money, that should be common sense, but common sense ain't really so common anymore, because that's just the dumbest thing you can do. Because first of all, just because someone does something doesn't mean your tolerance level is on the same level as them. Also, if say they're tweeting out or they're on a Discord saying, I bought in at this price point, follow my trade, or whatever the fuck they say they did that 10 minutes before. Now you're getting into the trade 10 minutes later. Now you don't have the best cost basis, and now they say, I'm selling at this price point. They sell, you sell, but there's a discrepancy of when they actually hit the Discord or hit the chat. And now you're taking a loss and they're taking a gain, just because they texted in the chat, but they were a little delayed in texting in the chat, because you're just copying them. You don't know what you're doing. You're just aimlessly just doing shit because someone's telling you to do it. Don't ever copy anyone who is telling you to do that. Don't ever do that. It's the dumbest thing you could fucking do. And you're not learning. You're not. gonna ever learn, and you're always gonna need that person if you want to trade, right? If you're just copying them, like what the fuck are you? If you're like copying homework every day, you're not gonna learn. You're not. You're just simply not. And it's the same thing. It's the same concept, right? I know there's some kids in high school who literally copied everything, copied their way through fucking school. I'm not gonna lie, in high school I did, you know what I'm saying? But once that final comes, once that test comes, there's teachers everywhere. What you gonna do? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Same applies to trading. So I hope those tips, tricks, advice, whatever you want to call it, helps, because you can get those luxuries, but you need to be aware of what I've just said in order to become consistent. And it's a process, man. It's not gonna happen in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, couple months. Might even take you a year. And like me, it took you a couple of years. So just stay with the journey, stay with the process, and just one important thing: just be disciplined, man. Just stay disciplined, and you'll get there. You'll get there for sure. So stay tuned. Peace.